Generic greetings and welcome to Warpips. Today's beverage is a nice glass of cranberry juice with a hint of lime, very nice indeed. So Warpips is a push-pull tug-of-war strategy game where essentially you are on the left-hand side of the map and you have to destroy everything on the right-hand side of the map. You will be spawning many different units like militia and soldiers, tacticians, snipers, heavy gunners, etc. and getting many different types of vehicles as well. So APCs, buggies, tanks, and using artillery and many different types of support equipment. It's a game I've played for about maybe 3 hours, and admittedly that was all in one session, so it gives you a bit of an inkling on my thoughts on this game so far. Either way, I wanted to show you a little bit of the game. This is a first impressions only because obviously I've not completed the game, and also, as I said, I've only played about sort of 2.5 hours ish of the game. This is version 0.9.9.4 EARC, whatever that means. I'm recording this a couple of hours before public release, so it's fairly representative of what you can expect to purchase if you do actually do that, but obviously it is coming into early access, so typical disclaimers apply. Nothing you see is final, everything's subject to change, etc, etc. But as far as I'm aware, it is fairly feature complete. I've not experienced any bugs or problems in the game personally, and it does seem extremely playable, so I don't think there's any big problems there. I would guesstimate that most of the changes would be sort of balance passes and also squished bugs, things like that, but hopefully we'll see more stuff added as well, but we'll cover that later on. As always, links in the description so you can check the roadmap out, etc. Anyway, I've done the tutorial, and in terms of the game modes, you have two game modes, skirmish and campaign. I've not played the skirmish, but I've played like say a bit of the campaign there. Don't know if other modes are going to be added, like a sandbox or even multiplayer, but we shall see. I don't think the latter is planned, but you never know. So let's have a quick look. We start on the bottom left here, and you can see that's where we've got a star. That's where we start. That's one of the islands that I've completed, and then basically you will do missions, and your objective is to get to where this flag is and complete that mission, and then you will move on to the next map. All of the missions that we can currently do are in red with the white target symbol on them, and they have really interesting names like Operation Green Solid, Operation Hollowed Dung, Operation Hollowed Coffee, Operation Cute Drink, Operation Volatile Shield, Operation Faulty Spice. That was the sixth member of the Spice Girls as far as I remember, which it didn't really work out. But the thing is, you've got all of these ones that it's stuff like that. Kaput Triangle. I love little details like that. It just makes me smile. Anyway, so we're going to do probably this mission here, which is a head desk. Each mission has a lineup. In this case, we have a shotgunner, which is a close range, high damage enemy, a buggy, which is fast enemy, anti-infantry vehicle, and UAZ, or UAZ, drops off a small group of soldiers to the front line of the battlefield. If we win, we will get a sniper, a shield pip, a war pip, and a drone swarm, as well as 15 generic units of currency, warbucks. And that's pretty good. I should also point out army strength at the top here. As you fight, their army strength will increase as they rally, which is an interesting concept because you'd think it would start high and go down, but no, it's the other way around. It means you can rush towards this, hoping that they won't have a high strength, or you can continue fighting and get more rewards, which is interesting because, well, I'll cover that in a moment. But anyway, let's go to mission info because this is a very important screen. I wish it was more prominent, but you can see Operation Head Desk. We are 170 meters apart, and the big takeaway is that it's only difficulty 5 out of 10, so it should be fairly okay. And operation is 11 minutes. After 11 minutes, if we haven't completed it, basically we get artillery to death. But big thing here, you can see it's got a very small, narrow gap in the middle, so that's going to be quite difficult for us to probably get across with their shotgunner, so I may have to think about maybe some support equipment or artillery. We also have the enemy spawn waves at the bottom there. Anywhere where it's bright indicates like a high strength when they're going to spawn stuff. When it's in orange, that's like a really big wave coming in. Anyway, over to our loadout then. Let's just select our units. So you can see we've got units at the top here and different types of support. I'm going to get one of these mercenaries. It shows you the cost when you're spawning them and how many unit slots they use and their rank up. So if we rank 1, then, sorry, if we rank 0 essentially, then we spawn 1. If we rank 2, we get this squad, spawn 2 mercenaries, and then up to platoon. Yeah, so each one of them has like 2 different types of ranks. So I'm going to go with one of these guys. I've got 8 slots in total to build my sort of map here, and I'm going to go with one of those. And you can see I also have some snipers as well. I'm probably going to get a sniper, and because I'm versing buggies, I'm not entirely confident I can deal with them easily. So I'm going to go with maybe a drone swarm. That should hopefully be okay. I could also potentially go with barbed wire because it damages enemies. Damages enemy infantry, but vulnerable to vehicles, and they have 2 vehicles, so it's probably not worth me taking that. Although having some cover, some sandbags may be worth it. So yeah, we'll go for some sandbags as well. And I think that's basically my loadout. Now this is the thing: we have 3 lives to complete this. But you can see I'm putting all of these things in, and see if I put these what are these shield pips in. You can see I lose that. I don't have access to that anymore, because yeah, you do actually use them up. I also have this LRV as well, which is 4 mercenaries and has a gun on the top. Cool. But yeah, I will use these as I progress on. So if you do a mission and fail, then you're not going to get those back. So you better be careful. You have to understand that this is part of the economy of the game. It's working out the risk, and in my mind, taking the bare minimum possible to complete the mission. You know, obviously you could fling all of these units at it and say, right, I've got loads of options. Doesn't mean you can afford them in-game, just means you have the options. But it's about checking out what they've got, what the map is like, and then obviously working it from there. I'm hopefully going to be alright with this one, but let's try. So let's go to... Oh, we've also got an arms dealer and upgrades. I'll get to those later on. We can see, I should also point out details on these. So the sniper, for example, obviously really good weapon range, really good accuracy, whereas we go over to, say, the mercenary, and not so much, but they are a lot cheaper. Also, we have specials as well, so what the target and what upgrades they've got. So anyway, let's just go to deploy, and I'll show you the actual sort of moment-to-moment of the main game, where the rubber meets the road. So we'll take about, it feels about an hour to load in, so... We have to connect, then we have to sort of look at our thing on the left-hand side. There's what we have to defend, and then we have to look over there, and ooh, we have to attack some sort of missile. Okay, so start. So here we go. So immediately we will get the stuff spawning. What can we do? Well, we have these upgrade points here. I'm going to probably upgrade my rank here. I'm also going to spawn a couple of mercenaries. So there's 3 mercenaries there. You gain, I think, 5 generic units of currency every couple of ticks. And you can see I've spawned these mercenaries. And then I'm going to start walking towards the right-hand side. We don't have any direct control over the units. So you can see they're just going towards that. And oh yeah, they're absolutely blasting those. And we've managed to take both of them out. And you might notice we also gain some levels. When you level up, you gain one of these upgrade points. And that allows you to, like I say, spend those either on advancing unit ranks. Once you've got to a certain rank, they'll obviously get better. You can use it to gain cash, in this case 50, or you can increase your supply, which means you can spawn more units. But I don't expect to do very well in the first instance, because they've got this tower there, and they've got a shotgun guy that's right behind a big concrete wall. So yeah, we're not going to do overly great there. But what I'm doing is I'm just keeping spawning this stuff here, just so I can get these units in. But I don't want to overspend, really, because at the end of the day I'm trying to rank up. So now if I hold right click, you can see they are now spawn 2 mercenaries. Oh, we also have this buggy coming in as well, which is absolutely hammering my guys. They are obviously taking cover there, which is good, but there you are. The buggy is coming in and probably going to do a fair bit of damage there. I will have very shortly this here. This is a drone. What happens is you can, well, sometimes the units are locked behind upgrades, so for example the sniper here, and sometimes they're locked behind a timer. So that was behind the timer there. We also have a couple of buttons on the left and right. This one is orders them all to go into defensive mode, so basically they get an extra cover bonus and weapons range, and they try to run for cover and defend. And we have an attack, which is them to basically go forward, rush forward and attack, so extra move speed and weapon accuracy. Anyway, I'm going to unlock the sniper there, and then basically try and spawn one of those if I can, although admittedly you can see what's happening is we got to a certain point here in our attacking. I'm going to go to drone strike and start to drop some drones, and these drones come in and they're basically just going to start smashing on the ground there, and I really just want to take out as many of these guys as possible. And there's the tower there. You can see all of the you know, there is it is sort of physics based, if that makes sense. You've got like all of these stuff moving around and some ragdolls getting kicked around as well. So we now have a sniper. I've just spawned a sniper there. We can have a little zoom in. You can see the spawn back from here. When they spawn, they just sort of appear, which is a bit strange. I would have thought you'd have like little tents where they come out or something, but it's just a minor detail, obviously. Anyway, we're going to say more rank up as well. What's the sniper's rank? First rank is slightly increase the sniper's shooting range. Second rank is greatly increase the sniper's range. Oh, you saw that? We managed to take that out. Anyway, I should point out this bar moving along. I mentioned this at the start, but yeah, this is where we've got a big wave here. And what happens is basically you have to try to time your waves in between all of these attacks. So obviously, if you're just spamming anything as you like, then it's not going to work out too well for you, because you know, if you spawn stuff right before a big attack, then all that's going to happen is you're going to get overwhelmed by those forces. What you want to do is time it so after a big attack you can then move in, which is exactly what I'm trying to do now. Now that we've got a lull in the attack, I'm now spawning more stuff to try and take these guys out, and I'm issuing an order to really move forward here because I want to get into their base, and hopefully we should be able to get in there. You also have a front line as well, so when I click on these sandbags, I can spawn them on these yellow dots. Sometimes they're already occupied, but see, I can't spawn them on the red ones, but when we get close, those goes to yellow, and that indicates my front line. Anyway, so we're right up close to their objective now, and we are assaulting it. So there we go, that is good. I will preemptively just spawn some drones, because I want to take out their shotgunners before they take me out, although it looks like the drones, for some reason, went around. Oh, there we go. It looks like we've managed to do it. Looks like the drones didn't go around there. Instead of going up and over, they just went straight into a truck. But anyway, that was a success. So that was alright. We probably didn't need the sandbags, but you know, we're about halfway through the mission before we got it done. So I've had missions where I've rushed it very early and got it done very quickly, and sometimes when it's towards the end, and obviously sometimes it just fails. So we've got a sniper, we've got a drone. So basically, there's no net profit on that one because we used a sniper and a drone in there, so that's just cancelled. We did get a Warpip and a shield pip. I do find the Warpips to be quite useful indeed. In fact, one of my favourites is a tactician, I think they're called. Anyway, this is Operation Faulty Spice, and they have, well, a lot more stuff, but if we win it, we gain lots of rewards. M7 Ramrod, an airstrike, 3 Warpips, 2 snipers, a pump jack, and extra life. Let's try it. So anti-vehicle, shotgunner, we've sent that, sniper and a warfighter. Okay, so loadout. We will use very much like a tactician, but I don't know if it's going to help. I'm going to go with mercenaries, warpip, shield pip. Tear gas grenade because it's damage enemies over time. Actually, I should probably look at the mission info. Difficulty is rated 6, and it's a very expansive area. And big spawn, medium spawn, then a big lull. So that's where we probably want to attack after that. Whether these two want to and then go there. I'm not going to bring any vehicles because they have got anti-armor. But I might go support. What's that one there? Oil barrel. Sells for instant, sell stuff for instant cash. Yeah, that's okay. And nothing over there. I'll take barbed wire, maybe. Yeah, I'll take barbed wire. Right. So let's see. I'm just trying to think what is the minimum that I can take. I should probably look at Arms Dealer, actually. So Arms Dealer will sell you things. In this case, he's selling a smoke grenade. This is actually on sale. And also a mercenary. I really don't need them. You can't sell stuff as well. I would have thought you would have been able to sell extras. So like, I've got loads of mercenaries. I don't need them. I would have thought being able to sell them would have been a nice thing as well, a nice touch. We also have upgrades as well, which you can spend money on upgrades, and it does have a scroll. I didn't notice this scroll for a little while, but yes, it does have a scroll, and I've got things like extra, I've got Bulletproof Vest 1 and 2, which increases the health as well, and also extended magazine. I find that spending money on the upgrades is probably the best thing you can do. I guess you could go with a very spammy build and just buy from the arms dealer and just send wave after wave of like unupgraded units, whereas I prefer to upgrade the units as much as possible to get them as much bang for my buck as I possibly can. Anyway, it's just all personal preference. I would like to see more in this, just to give us more variation, because all these are really is just they get better across the board. It would be nice to have like variations and things so we have a choice in which way we can focus our tree. But anyway, combat training further increases XP per kill. Yes, we want that. So more levels means more upgrade points. That's fine. And I think that is pretty much us done. Okay, let's I really would like the sandbag. I'm going to take the sandbag, but admittedly, even if I win, I'm not going to get a sandbag back. Can I get a sandbag anywhere else? Oh, there's a sandbag over there anywhere. 2 sandbags. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so I'll take the sandbags and let's deploy. So establishing uplink. So connected. I must confess, I'm getting a couple of strong vibes from the game. A very strong mobile game vibe. It does feel like that, but it's categorically not. And this, yeah, there's no microtransaction, anything like that, which is, yeah, good. And secondly, Red Alert. Red Alert 2 vibes. I don't know why. I don't know if that's... I don't know why I feel like that's a thing, but yeah. Anyway, I'm putting some more defences there. You can see they are turning up with, looks like shotgunners and some of the standard blokes. I do have these barrels here, but I don't want to overspend straight away with those. And you can see we're all taking cover there, but there's a rank, and I'm trying to get at least to rank 1 straight away. I'm going to receive some cash, because why not? These barrels just take a little time. Now, 20, you get 20 every time you use it. Let's go for that. Oh, I don't know if you saw what happened there, but we have these grenades. These guys, these Warpips, they have like a grenade that they can fling, and they're really, really useful. Oh, hang on, we've got loads of stuff coming in now, so I'm going to use the barrels. Oh, it looks like they're yeeting rockets at me. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. So anyway, let's go for the smoke there, and that's a tear gas there, and that's going to probably start to destroy most of them, and we're getting a big wave in anyway, so I think this is worth it. You may notice that I've actually been able to get a couple of decent ranks, and this is actually ranking up a lot faster than I thought, and maybe it's because of that upgrade that I've just purchased. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to go for 1 rank and then start spawning more stuff. We'll get that, and we have... Oh, snipers! We have snipers pretty much absolutely slotting my force, which is a problem. Let's go to defense and get these guys extra range and deal with them at range. You can see we have in the center there one of our shield guys that is absolutely tanking everything. Not too sure if I can do much else. So armored infantry, that's a little achievement there, but we are managing to deal with these guys fairly okay. There's another rank. I will get another Warpip and go for extra range there, and we are leveling up massively, which is really, really good. So continue leveling up, continue placing some more defensive stuff, although that can be a bit of a problem for your guys to go through. Let's do that then, and you know, we'll probably won't be making a successful attack here because of the sheer amount of forces, and you can see that's where the big attack comes from. Oh wow, that guy just, well, he just detonated basically. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and watch them go through the barbed wire and take an amazing amount of damage. And now we'll start spawning some units, because if we don't have some units, then we're going to be in a world of pain. So you can see I used one of these points here to give myself some cash. I thought it was probably the way to go. And let's just keep spawning units, keep defending. And a lot of my barbed wire is, I think, fairly effective on this one. Let's go with more cash and just go for a bit of a spam approach there. You notice there's also barrels. Things like the red barrels in cars can explode. So a lot of them have not played these enemy forces. They've not played any sort of modern FPS because they often take cover behind red barrels, which is yeah, well, it doesn't really work out for them. Anyway, we're going to move forward. We are moving through our own barbed wire, which is, I think, okay. The big problem that we have is that we're going to come up against a fairly big wave, and we've got very little cover here. Let's just start placing some cover and go to defense, and that increases our range, and you can see we're absolutely plastering them over here. Now, I'm not spawning any more guys yet, because I'm waiting for this big attack here, which is, there it is, that's coming in. Let me just probably go for barrels, and then barrels. I call them barrels, they're actually tear gas grenades. So that's going to do a lot of damage, hopefully, if they start coming towards us, and that will basically stop them. So that's my hope anyway, that we can probably just keep this defense on while they work their way through. Although, oh, that was a big bang. But yeah, let's see more Warpips. Oh, I really like the Warpips because they have grenades. And you can see when I'm on defense there, my range is increased, so I'm just absolutely slotting them. We're about halfway through this big wave there, and if I just go to defense, we're going to cut them down. These buttons, by the way, on the left and right, they do take a little bit of time to charge up the points, so you can't constantly have them on. There's lots of shots going out, but we're also taking a fair bit of damage there. And that is the attack. But it's still underway, which is a problem. I'm going to spawn some more Warpips and just tell them to go on the defensive there. And yeah, let's just see if I can deal with this. This is probably the last big wave that we will experience here. Yeah, that wave's now finished, and there should be a big lull now in the force. So I'm... Oh yeah, look at that. We went on defense, and the extra range means I can just absolutely hammer all of these guys in one go. So that worked out quite well for us. Let's go for an attack and just keep moving forward. So just going to spawn some mercs there because, well, we can. There we are, and we're just going to go on attack because that should be it. Now that we've waited for the right opportune moment to attack, and I'm just going to place some more defenses in here. And yeah, these trucks are getting absolutely hammered, and that should be it now. Yeah, there we go. There's their objective, and job done. That was fairly decent as attack score, and it's job done. Operation success. Enemy strength is going to increase. That's the enemy army strength overall. 40 warbucks. And lots of upgrades. So, we got a warp, we got 3 warpips, we got 2 snipers, pump jack, an extra life, didn't need it, airstrike, and an M7 ramrod. Powerful battle tank, strong against vehicles. Okay, let's have a quick look at the armory. The arms dealer, nothing there that I want. And upgrades. Unlocks additional slot for the arms dealer and sells money generating items. Gonna go for that, and then the other one, which unlocks rare items apparently. Oh, a phalanx based defense. Short range version of the command center defense turret, very high rate of fire. And a pump jack that's on sale. Might pick that up. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and check out our map then. So we've completed this mission, which was quite difficult, but I am going to go ahead and do this one because they have sandbags. They have a warfighter, a shotgunner, a sharpshooter, and a couple of vehicles there. So I think it would be rude. Let's just check this. Difficulty 4. Oh, look at that big attack, but also really clumped up. I think it would be rude of us not to go for probably some mercenaries. Some... Do I really want snipers? I mean, yeah, but am I just going to pick a tank? Strong against vehicles. See, that costs 4 points to even unlock it. I think we'll go for a full mercenary. Let's try a tank. Why not? We'll try a tank. And drone strike to give us a bit extra. Do I want to oil derrick? Potentially. I would very much like a defense turret. You know what? Yeah. Get rid of that, but get a defense turret. And I have a feeling I'm going to need an oil barrel. So that, or no, one of these. We'll go with that. Okay, don't know if that's going to be a good loadout. Let's try it. This is Operation Hollow Dung. Give it a try. So, all crowded in the middle there. There's our turret on the right. My favourite, I actually haven't got a... I haven't actually got one of them yet at the moment. It's a rocket artillery. Very, very good indeed. So, double rank. Just spawned 3 guys just to get them on the field because... Oh, yeah. They're running in as well. I do have this base defense turret, and you activate it, and you gain a certain accuracy on enemy units, depending on their range. And I managed to take out quite a number of them. But you also have, you see this going up? We also have like a heat level. So you have to bear that in mind. I'm just trying my best to take out these guys. I'm probably not going to... It seems to be quite difficult to target them as well, even though it says high accuracy. Didn't seem to work out. There's one gone, there's another one gone. And I don't want that to overheat. Okay, so let's spawn a couple more units, because at the moment they are not overwhelming us, but getting close. Oh, let's see if I can take that sniper out with my turret. Yeah, you can see it on the left there, just absolutely plastering everything. place a pump jack in, just to start generating some extra cash. I'm just trying to weather this big assault, and then after that, it's us going in, basically. I've overheated that, which is a shame. But I have now unlocked the tank. 175 for that. So I'm just going to keep spawning the odd unit. Just to try and deal with this, because obviously my turret is no longer in effect. Oh no, we're going to have to get some more guys in. Let's see if we can take out these shotgunners before they get in. Looks like they are. They do have a sniper. Luckily, I have my turret back. Yeah, never underestimate the turret. It would be nice if it snapped to... Oh, it does actually snap. It looks like it does actually snap to the thing you're mousing over, but it would be nice if there was like a bit of a marker to indicate exactly what it's snapped onto, like your tag point or something. Almost ranked up enough to get this tank. Come on. Well, almost got enough points, should I say. One more and I can get one. Come on. No, why can't I? Oh, it requires more upgrade points. Now I could get a tank. So there's the tank. Yes. We have a tank. Let's see what this is like. So it says it's good against vehicles. Oh, it's like putting smoke bombs out and such. Oh, okay. It it shot at those guys, and the vehicle disappeared. That was useful. Let me go ahead and keep firing with this tank. I don't know how effective it is. I don't know how armored it is. I'm also noticing that some of my shots as well. Oh, that was a good shot. Some of my shots were hitting the tank. Curious. Anyway, that tank is... Oh yeah, that tank's worth it. It's dealing with it very nicely. And at this range, we're on only 60% accuracy, so it's a bit problematic. Yeah, you can see that my tank's actually blocking my own shots. Anyway, that should be... I was going to say, should be a case of us waiting for their big attack to subside, but quite frankly, that this tank's so useful that we're just in. We're in and we're attacking. You can see at this range we're on 11% accuracy. But you know what? You know what they say? You miss every shot you don't take. And there we go. There's a win right in this attack as well. that tank is really good. I'm glad I tried that. Sadly though, I don't have any tanks for future missions. Although I have gained something from this. Was it a tank? Starting to doubt my own mind now. No, I knew it was some sort of vehicle. So it's an LRV, which is a drops off 4 mercenaries, heavy gunner, drone swarm, smoke grenade, and sandbags, and 25 generic units of currency for our upgrades. Anyway, I think we can probably leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Warpips. Overall, first impressions are very positive indeed. I saw the trailer and thought that looks quite interesting, and it managed to drag me in a little bit, I must confess. Very much enjoying so far. I like the interplay between the units. I think it's very easy to get into, but also learning what their units do and what yours can, like how to counter those, I think is a very big part of the game, and certainly as well I think the missions as well. So this is why I think the mission info is not really highlighted enough, because I think this is very important to see. If you have, say, bring a lot of expensive units along, you might not have the points to counter this very early rush, for example, on this one, so you need something to stop that. So I think the mission info thing should be a lot more prevalent, and you can't cycle between that for the different maps. So you have to come out, change the map, and change the mission to there, and keep coming out of it. So it'd be nice if that was somehow either integrated into this or a bit more prevalent, or just being able to scroll on this would be quite nice. But again, this is all very minor stuff. Some people might be a bit put off, as was I when I first started playing the game, that you lose these regardless whether you win or lose. But as long as you just understand that that is part of the game economy, then I think it's quite an easy pill to swallow. Arms dealer stuff would like to be able to start selling. Maybe that's added in the future, I really don't know, but sell stuff would be quite good as well. And upgrades I would like to see more as well, because at the moment they're just mainly sort of just statistical bonuses. It would be nice if they like sort of of maybe give you a little extra room to breathe somewhere. Like it would, you know, say, for example, vehicle bay. It's vehicles gain large health and grease, and there's a resupply cost, or the supply cost reduced by 1. It'd be nice if it would be like, say, like APC research, you get an additional troop off it, or it makes it more expensive but it's also more heavily armoured, or something like that. Whether or not that's the way they want to focus the game, I don't know, but it is what it is. And I think there's actually a bit of a missed opportunity here. When you start the campaign, you literally start and you continue on. I honestly think it would very much benefit from like almost like a general system, or a commander system, where you pick a commander and that commander would focus on one or two particular things. So you would have like the infantry commander that would either make infantry cheaper or make them better in some way, similar for support or artillery or economy or whatever, and that would give you a bit of more focus, a bit more of a thematic little boost to it. So you'd be like, right, this is the infantry commander, it boosts these guys, or they get extra range or whatever. And obviously that may come with downsides, like their vehicles might not be as effective, but at least there might be some options there for more extra theme, and also things to probably unlock as you play the game and stuff. And so different commanders would be, I think, really good. But we're not talking about what the game is. This is talking about what I think might be interesting. So, you know, if that ever comes, brilliant. If not, I don't think it would. I don't think it's certainly not a deal breaker, but I just think it would certainly improve it. But either way, that's a little bit of Warpips. Very much like what I see. Very much enjoying it. It is certainly playable. It is, as I say, I've experienced no bugs, no problems. I can't say I've played any mission so far that's felt unfair or really unbalanced. So overall, very good positive first impressions on that one. If you want to see more of this, by all means let me know in the comments. Links are in the description for the game if you want to check it out yourself. Either way, hope you have enjoyed the video and it's been informative and a bit of a laugh. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.